Dave, tell us a bit about the Beat the Scrum campaign and why the CCG have got involved with Widnes Vikings.
Yes, of course. I've never felt small, to be honest, but and that's a good thing because we've got an amazing opportunity here with this Beat the Scrum campaign. I think any NHS leader will tell you, if they're honest, that we don't market ourselves well. We don't get a message out as well as we could do into our community. And this campaign and using these guys to get that message across has been absolutely fantastic. 80,000 hits, which is unprecedented in the NHS. And the idea is that we're using rugby league and the honesty of these guys and the articulation of these guys, well actually these now health experts that we've got, to tell the community exactly what we've got in our community to give A&E a fighting chance of dealing with the most high-end trauma patients and people who are really critically unwell. And you know, the fact that we've got pharmacy, we've got GPs, we've got self-care, we've got people looking after themselves more to give sustainability to the NHS. It's absolutely fantastic, brilliant.
And Dave, why did you choose to work with the Vikings?
I think rugby league is the most honest sport in the country, if not the world, because you know they get knocked down, they get back up again on the pitch, and off the pitch it's exactly the same scenario. From the directors right down to the players on the pitch, everyone is so honest and wants to help. And for me, so tapped into the community. We found that in terms of what we've our coalition between NHS Halton CCG and the Vikings. It just goes from strength to strength. And listening to these guys who've just been interviewed on Norfolk, honestly, I mean, they're experts in their own line. And having that, you know, having the brand of the Vikings, the NHS just doesn't have that. And utilising that, we're getting the message out too. I mean, 80,000 hits so far, and it's growing all the time. And it's great for the players, it's great for the club, it's great for the NHS, and most importantly, it's great for the population who are choosing well and choosing how to get their healthcare and sustaining the NHS. It's fabulous.
So Ted, the campaign was an interesting one, wasn't it? We got the players doing some really interesting things. Did you enjoy being part of it?
Yeah, we did. Like as you said, we had a bit of fun with it. I think all the players really enjoyed getting involved in the campaign and really backed it, which is what you need to make a successful video. I think if you're doing it half-hearted and some people are, you're not going to be getting the message across as we did. And like Dave said, we got 80,000 views, and it's just outstanding. I don't think many people thought it'd kick off as it did, and I think that's a credit down just to the staff, the players, the people working behind the scenes as well, that we've managed to get this video and get this message across, because at the end of the day, this is the whole point of it. It's not about getting the hits, it's about just getting this message across to people that there is an urgent care centre. We want to take the strain off the NHS, we want to take the strain off doctors, GPs, the A&E, and as I said on the North West tonight, it was more, if we had a couple of people that have just decided, you know what, I'm going to go to urgent care, because we managed to clue people up on it, and the players and the club, then that's a win for us.
And you can only get that type of views you're talking about, those 80,000 views, you can only get that when people share the videos and get behind the campaign. It's been brilliant to see the Widnes Vikings supporters and also local people really sharing these videos and getting behind them, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a credit to our support base as well, and the fans that have backed the video. Some may be interested in it, some may not, but they've seen that their players, their team are getting behind the campaign, and as any good fans do, like they've done, they've backed with us and they've supported it as well, and their retweets, them talking about it, them tagging people in videos is what's making this such a hit, and it's a credit to them really. And I think as the players and the club are really proud of our fans for getting behind it and people spreading this message across. And as I said, hopefully if it's the fans or if it's your average Joe normal people that are just thinking, alright, I'll go urgent care, then I think it's a win for us, and it's also a win for the fans for sharing that message.
And Jay, one of the most popular videos from the series is you talking about why you think the NHS is important and a bit of a family connection you've got to the NHS. Can you talk about that, please, mate?
Yeah, well, my mum's a GP and she works at Shore Health Centre, and I see what it's like, obviously, when she comes in from work and stuff like that, and she's been stressed through work and different situations, and just for me and Ted to get involved in this for a personal, it's just to help not only my mum out, but obviously I've come around the practice and have been to other surgeries and things like that. Like, it is quite a stressful job, and I think people take for granted how much people in the NHS actually work and the hours they put in. I mean, sometimes my mum will come in, start at 8:30 and not come back till 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I think that's the case with most doctors and nurses and things like that, and people do take it for granted. And obviously Widnes Vikings have done this amazing thing with the NHS, where we've tried to set up a campaign to sort of help take strain off A&E and doctors and things like that, and I think it's just a credit to Widnes as a whole, and a credit to the NHS for actually backing the club as well, and choosing Widnes to get involved in it, because I do believe Widnes Vikings that in our community and things like that, we do put a really good message across to people, and I feel like the partnership is just going to grow and become stronger, and then hopefully in 1, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, we've still got this partnership, and GPs can GPs can actually go and doctors can go, well, you know what, this campaign that started off 5-10 years ago has actually gone on and helped the NHS.
And you've said that like lots of your friends and lots of people you know have been tagging in the videos, and obviously we've seen a huge reaction on social media. Are you proud to see the sort of reaction we've had for the work you've done?
Yeah, I mean it's funny, like you get your mates from school and things like that. I remember in the group chat we had it with me and Ted with a few friends tagging us in it, and they just said, do you enjoy doing it? And I'm like yeah. Ted's like, yeah, I'm sure all the players are as well. I mean, we enjoy doing stuff like this. I mean, some people say, oh, are you embarrassed and things like that, but it's not really to be embarrassed about. I mean, we're just sending a message across, and we're trying to do that in an enjoyable and fun way, because at the end of the day, if we put a boring video across and no one's going to want to listen to it, are they? Where if we can add a bit of our own personal touch to it, we can sort of buy into the sort of fans and the people that actually enjoy rugby league and things like that, and then it'll spread from there.
And finally, Dave, in terms of what's meant for the CCG, we've been on North West tonight this morning, we're going to be on Sky Sports later on this afternoon, it's been in lots of local newspapers and people are talking about the campaign. Are you pleased with the reaction that we've had to this?
Of course, I mean, it feels like just so much, it's just blatant common sense, isn't it, that you do these kind of things, but you've got to do something different to get something different out of it, and it's and again, credit to the players and credit to the club. You know, I don't think the NHS on its own can do this. I don't think on its own, you know, it can survive. We've got to have all the people and all the community kind of rallying us to do that. So it's been fantastic, to the point where on Thursday we play, I say we, Thursday night. And Dennis, I am available Thursday for sure. On Thursday we play Lee, and there's a big celebration event for the NHS staff where NHS staff, frontline staff, are going to be flag bearing, and we're going to do a walk around at half time to celebrate that. Because I firmly believe that you know, the Widnes Vikings do that. We've got to remember that we're all patients. At some point in our lives, we will all use the NHS. And so it's a prime thing for us, and it's a credit to the world, not just in England. So we've got to make the most of it and make sure that we're using it in the most effective way. And this campaign is just one big step in terms of how we're going to do that today, you know, tomorrow, and in the future.